Alright guys, so today I've got 2 minnow traps. I'm going to put bread in one, and I'm going to put dog food in the other. We got some deer spooked over there. I don't know if you could hear that on camera, but you could hear them blowing a little bit. But I've got, like I said, dog food, bread. I'm going to see which one catches the most. I'm going to use these fish for, I don't know if I'll do a different video or if I'll do it in the same video, but I'm going to go catch some turtles, hopefully, with these minnows. So we'll see which one does the best. Really, I'm not sure. Leave down in the comments which one you think will do the best. I know I've cut a lot off bread, but I also know I've cut a lot off of dog food too, so it's kind of going to be a toss-up. It's probably just going to depend on where they're at. I don't know if I'll throw them both in the same hole. That'd probably be best as far as scientifically doing it right, but I don't know. I'll see. I'll probably end up putting them in 2 different holes, but like I said, we'll see. So I'm going to get them all set up, and I'll get back with you here in just a minute. Alright guys, so I didn't bring my fishing pole, which I should have. I thought about it, and I don't know why I didn't. But there's a nice little bass swimming around in here. Nice for this little pool. He's probably, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches long. But I didn't bring a fishing pole. So I might end up trying to catch him later. But the creek actually, I don't know if somebody's been down here working or not, but there was a big old tree across the creek right here that is no longer there, so that's kind of good. I think there's a whole lot of little small fish in here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bread in here. There's no rhyme or reason why I'm going to do that. I'm just going to do it like that. But both of my traps, I don't have the little clip thing that holds them together. So what I've got rigged up is just with the line. I've got trot line holding them together. There's a little minnow just hit the water. There's a ton of minnows out right now, actually. But like I said, I don't have the clip that holds these together. So what I've done is I just got it to where this holds it closed, because you don't really need the thing. I mean, yeah, minnows might be able to squeeze through there, but I don't know, for the most part you're not going to have minnows squeeze through. So let's get this in the water and see what happens. Alright guys, so I went ahead and took ends out of the bread trap, and I'm going to put it, I've decided I'm going to go ahead and put the dog food trap and the bread trap in the same spot. There is quite a few minnows swimming around, and I feel like it'll have a pretty good chance of both of them doing good. Initially, that was the main reason for me not knowing if I wanted to do that or not. But there's plenty in this pool right here. I don't know how well you guys could see it on camera, but I shouldn't have done this first. Anyways, I'm not sure how well you guys could see it on camera, but there was plenty of fish swimming around. I knew that would happen, but like I said, plenty of fish swimming around. They just couldn't figure out their way in. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe, you know, with this dog food, they might want it a little bit more or something. I don't know if that's the case or not, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, hopefully on camera you could see that the fish swimming around it. I mean, there's plenty of fish swimming around it still yet. They just haven't figured out their way in. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the water, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so I got a little bit of footage as far as which one done the best. As far as which one worked the quickest, the dog food was for sure working faster. As you guys hopefully could see, I've not watched the footage yet, but just from watching the traps, it was for sure doing better so far. So we'll see. Like I said, both of them are in the same one because I figured that would be best. But we'll find out. So for now, I think what I'm going to do is we'll just get some cool underwater footage, hopefully, and I'll see you whenever I get done with that. Alright guys, back down here at the creek. This is the same spot I had those minnow traps in. I ended up, so I took them out the next day and there wasn't anything in them. So I didn't film that just because it was kind of boring. But from the, from the footage, you guys can see that, I feel like the dog food done better all the way around, really. But whenever I pulled both of them up, which it was the next day, probably if I had pulled them up the same day, I would have had plenty, because there was quite a few that ended up getting into the dog food trap, and there was a couple that got into the bread. But like I said, whenever I got into it, there wasn't anything in them, so I didn't film it. But I figured I would, kind of end the video there, and I'm going to do some fishing, and I'll see you on the next one.